Jefferson just had remarkable capacity for self-rationalization and was always insisting that slavery should end at some point in the distant future. You asked, how do you grade them? The different grades. Jefferson was unusually hypocritical. George Washington did free his own enslaved population in his lifetime, unlike Jefferson, who only freed his own children by Sally Hemings, keeping his promise to her, and had the rest of his population separated and sold. George Wythe, Jefferson's law tutor, totally lived his ideals and freed all of his enslaved population and denounced slavery. Franklin changed. But what's so striking, first, is reading the moral philosophy helped me understand that they saw this conflict in moral terms. They directly viewed it as a battle between avarice and virtue, and some lived up to it and others didn't.
Does it make you feel better about them that they at least knew they were doing a terrible thing? Or could you almost say that if they had deluded themselves, maybe they would have eventually had some kind of breakthrough that would have allowed? I don't know. It's a very interesting question. I don't know the answer at all.
It's inspiring to see how some of them did live their ideals, and striking how morally serious they were. They talked about their own efforts to be virtuous constantly, and they did recognize the hypocrisies when they existed. Others justified themselves and said, as James Wilson did, I may have fallen short in many ways, but at least I was industrious. But what really struck me is that...
I mean, that could have been Mussolini's slogan, too.
Absolutely, absolutely. The trains are absolutely running on time. What's so striking, though, is that the same moral philosophy inspired Phyllis Wheatley and Frederick Douglass and David Walker to denounce the system of slavery and to insist that the founders be called up to their best ideals. The same moral philosophy inspired Mercy Otis Warren to demand the equal rights of women. So the philosophy itself is deeply inspiring, and it is the inheritance of all Americans, black, white, women and men, we Jews and Christians, but we're human. Some people live up to it, others don't. It's also sobering. It's so easy to excuse ourselves for our own virtue today, not recognizing that we, in similar situations, might have been just as fallen.